Morning, everybody. Morning. A little coffee. Going to start getting the gear together. Camp's rolling along just fine, beautifully. Slept good, no issues there. Nice having a generator versus a little two-person tent where you're just left with battery power. Having a generator, charging everything up and rolling everything. Look at this clown. Can't even get a cup of coffee and right away. She's got to play. I got to get her ball. It's in the truck. I had to put it away because otherwise she'll lose it and then it'll be drama forever. So I had to ride in the back. Look at what I got. Hey, look at what I got. Uh-oh, she sees it. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Look at those wallies. I like the sticks better. You like the sticks? Since when do you like the sticks better than the wallies? Since when do you like the sticks better than the wallies? Always got to be playing. Always got to be fooling around. What a clown. Hey, you want it? There it is. Yeah. Well, last night she was on the floor of the tent for most of the night, and then once I shut all the lights down, started going to sleep, she crawled up on the cot with me and laid on my feet. Very sweet. Anyway, guys, yeah, we're going to, I'm starting to get the gear together. I'm gonna bring the sluice so I can set it up as a power sluice, but also the little mini high banker. A little dark, sorry, but yeah, I'm gonna bring both since I have the big mule with me. And well, crew, here we are. Go ahead and get set up. Probably run the high banker first, and then we'll see how that goes. We'll check for losses, things like that. I do have the power sluice with me. We got all the batteries. You know, we're all fully charged up, ready to go. But got plenty of buckets. Might have to bucket some stuff over. Got the buckets here. I'm gonna try a bucket classified for unclassified first, since there's a lot of clay and stuff in this. If it takes too long to run it through the high banker unclassified, I may classify with my basket classifier before running it through there. Remember, we have the power sluice too. You're not really supposed to classify with a high banker, but depending on the material and how much stone is in there, how big the stone is, we may have to, since it's so small, right? Getting her done, got it set up, leveled off. I think, you know, there'll be some tweaking going on there. Battery box. We'll set it at about 50 on the dial. See how she does there. If I have to increase it, I will. I have the clay basket just in case. We'll play around with that a little bit too. Not exactly easy to wash out. You got to break that clay up, and that's what takes so long with this material. Yeah, that amount of clay in there, having to sit there and let those, you've got to get those rocks clean, and all that clay's got to come off those rocks. That's where the gold's at, stuck to a lot of that bedrock rock. For shits and giggles, I went ahead and just put the sluice at the end of it, just to see. I got classified in that 40-liter bucket. So I'll run that through. I'll shut it down. I'm gonna go get more buckets up here, and then we'll run it unclassified after that. It takes too much to get the clay off the rocks, and you know, it's just yeah. Anyway, so I figure might as well run that as a secondary. Very mucky, muddy, silty. Be interesting. Get to run the V-Ridge a little bit as a secondary. All right, crew. Well, we ran the classified through there. I'm gonna leave it alone right now, and we got unclassified now. Run all these buckets here. Got the 240 liters, 3.5 gallons, all unclassified. We'll just feed the beast, run through the batteries, just let it go. Rocking and rolling. Got it into some bedrock, which is nice, decomposing bedrock. But yeah, she's a machine. She is a machine. I am working on a newer Highbanker that's gonna have the V-Ridge in it. It's gonna be a little bigger too. Let's run some material. See, we got quartz in there. See how round that is. That's river, that's old river. That's ancient because of how round and smooth that is. That tumbled and had water wash that for millennia to get round like that versus jagged, you know. All right, crew, right up the top right here, there's a little micro, and then there's a real small micro, small micro. That isn't too bad for losses. I mean, that dot right there is just a tiny little dot, but it's not like anything to really write home about. And then there's this real super small micro right there. But yeah, that's not terrible. So all run, all done. We got all the buckets ran through. Did a couple of cleanups in between. I didn't pan this, the cleanups between this I didn't pan back. I just put it in the cons bucket. Not a lot of losses, and that really, I attribute the losses, not having losses, to a Jarvie riffle. And that right there in front of whatever riffle system, I'm using Dream Mat now, but that Jarvie riffle, that's the bee's knees, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and Larrys, one of the things I want to do today is I wanted to come back down to this little stream where we found a little bit of color. It's a great example of what I was trying to explain in my past video about having options. So as you guys know and can see, there's just not a deep enough water or enough water flow to really run a sluice. So let's say you came out to a place like this with your gold pan and your sluice, and you realize the area you were going to work doesn't have enough running water to run a sluice box. So now you're only left to panning only. Having a power sluice set up, you know, a little header box and a battery box, or header box and a battery box, you now can continue sluicing even though you don't have enough water flow or water depth. And that's what I'm going to do here today. I'm going to set up the power sluice on the stand and run the pump in the battery box, and you know, and we'll go in through here and classify some material. I brought a bucket classifier, but you know, we're not regulated to just hand panning only now, where normally most people would. Just having a header box, a battery box set up, and a pump, and away you go. You know, you don't necessarily have to have a high banker to have that. If you already have a sluice, build or buy a header box, get a battery box, and away you go. But yeah.
Got kind of a bend here. This bend.
So what I'm going to do, I found that little bit of color right here where this bedrock falls off, right here, and it's kind of a shelf. So you can't dig in the banks, but I can dig this area. But instead of starting here and working that way, because I'm going to set the sluice up about where Echo's at, I'm going to start where Echo's at and work my way back here. So we got a bedrock. You see the bedrock right here, and it's pooling in right here, but that bedrock line is running this way. I can't dig into the banks, but I'm gonna move some of these rocks out of here, dig out, and then hand pump out this area right in here. We were just over here. I'm gonna hand pump that out as well, but I want to work back this line right here.
We're getting into that decomposing bedrock, sand, clay. What I'm talking about, guys, you see the clay with a big rock in it? That's really good material. We're up and running, guys. Looks pretty level. Running about 8-9 degrees. We'll try it there. This V-Ridge mat is like a cross between Dream Mat Vortex and Drop Riffle. If you took the Drop Riffle and Vortex and combined the two, that's what this is. That's the best way I could describe it. It's the vortex action in this, the disruptive oscillation, incredible. incredible. Works so beautifully. In a lot less cons too. Even less than Dream Mat, believe that or not.
Looks like we got us a picker, guys. Cool. We'll run this bucket. We're starting to load up a little bit. Not bad. Could continue. I'm gonna go ahead and just clean out the mat. We'll do another couple of buckets. All right, crew. Well, we got her all loaded up. Camp's all packed in. Ranger loaded. Mammoth Jack loaded. And we're ready to go. But we're gonna throw the ball with her a little bit. But yeah, day 3. I'm gonna probably come back here around Memorial Day for more days. If I can. It depends on the weather, you know. If it's nothing but rain, then no. But I mean, if we have clear days around Memorial Day, I'll come out here and camp out for a few days. But yeah, it's a good run. You know, what can I say? It's the importance of test panning and checking out an area. It determines whether you're successful or not. And you know, taking that time during that first day that I got here and set up camp, and I went around and just did a bunch of but yeah, just went around and did some test panning just to locate good areas, right? We had area number 1, 2, and 3. So area number 1, we did that first with the high banker, and then area 2 was that little stream found some colors in there. We set up the power sluice with that. You know, that's, you know, being able to adapt to a situation, because I would hate to come all the way out here and not be able to do what I wanted to do anyway. But oh shit, she get it? No. Thought it went in the hole. Did it go? She got it. There's wreck. Oh my gosh, she'll do this all damn day. All damn day. And she'll sit there and look at the ball. I'm waiting for it. Waiting for it. Look at her. She's ready. We'll do this all day. Wear you out. What a nut. Anyway, guys, we're going to get this camp loaded and scratch that. We are going to start heading to the house, guys. And yeah, and we'll do the cleanup on Sunday, I think, if I get this video out. But yeah, definitely going to do a cleanup on Sunday live stream. Still going to continue doing that. I wasn't able to because I went away for a little vacation. But yeah, we're heading to the house.